Next item, C, consideration action on policy requiring candidates and elected officials of the city of Snellville to submit contribution reports. Mr. Warner.
I originally put this on the agenda, and I wish for it to be postponed until the meeting of the 28th, so the new mayor and council can go ahead and decide whether it's a policy that they want to stand by. I feel very strongly, and I'll campaign very hard to make sure that they adopt a policy to require campaign contribution reports to be filed with the city clerk as well as with the Georgia Department of Governmental Transparency and Campaign Finance. I believe there may be 2 or 3 more words in the title, but as it stands now, oh, this is a motion in it. So I make a motion that we postpone and also put on the work session for the 14th if Mr. Witz will allow that to be put under his name.
There's a motion. There's a second on that motion. Second by Mr. Witz. Any further discussion?
The reason this came up is last year our glorious state legislature, Mr. Harrell, brought up a revision to the ethics legislation for the state, which tried to make elected officials be more transparent in the way they handled their disclosures. And because of a loophole that was put in that law by one of our lobbying groups as city officials, it actually made it where you, the public, will have a harder time seeing campaign contribution reports. I personally find that objectionable, and all I asked for is a policy that requires our paperwork to also be filed with the city clerk, so if someone doesn't have internet access or isn't able to drive to downtown Atlanta to request a copy of a report that used to be available here at City Hall and on our webpage, that those reports be filed with the city clerk so we can maintain a level of transparency in government.
Thank you, Mr. Witz. Can you top that?
No, I can't.
Okay.
It's his last meeting. I wouldn't dare attempt.
All right. Mr. Sabah? No. Okay. All right. I believe it's wish the council to call a vote. All those in favor of the motion made by Councilman Warner signify by raising the right hand. 3 in favor. Those in opposition? And Mr. Sabah in opposition, 3-1. It's approved for postponement. Last item is